What if Professor X became Ghost Rider? Yes, we're actually going to tell this epic story. But first, if you're into Marvel and DC content, then follow our channel because that's all we do, with daily entertaining uploads like today's story. Alright, let's get into it. In the dim glow of a hospital room, James and his wife Clara clung to each other. Clara's frail body trembled with the final stages of her battle against cancer. Desperate and hopeless, James made a decision. His mutant power to duplicate himself infinitely had done little to save her. But perhaps someone else could. Late that night, James summoned Mephisto, the devil himself. The air crackled with dark energy as Mephisto materialized, his red skin and piercing eyes exuding menace. "You summoned me for a deal, mutant." Mephisto's voice was a silky purr. James nodded. "Heal Clara, and I'll give you anything." Mephisto's smile was predatory. "In return, I demand your soul to be a vessel for one of my demons." Without hesitation, James agreed. A dark, sinister energy enveloped him, and Clara's condition miraculously improved. She was healed, but the cost was greater than James had imagined. The demon that possessed James began using his duplication ability, creating an army of demon-possessed clones. Chaos erupted worldwide as these demonic duplicates wrought havoc, each as malevolent as the last. Johnny Blaze, the Ghost Rider, roared into action on his Hellfire motorcycle. In a gritty alleyway, he encountered one of the demonic clones. The battle was fierce and brutal, chains of hellfire clashing against the demon's raw power. With a final searing pen and stare, Johnny reduced the demon to ashes. But victory was fleeting. News spread of identical demons causing destruction across the globe. Overwhelmed, Johnny sought the counsel of Dr. Strange. In the Sanctum Sanctorum, Strange listened intently. "The only way to end this is to fight all the demons simultaneously," Strange concluded, "and I know how." Johnny's eyes widened as Strange explained his plan. He needed to find Professor X and endow him with the spirit of vengeance. Johnny sped to the Xavier Institute, where he found Professor X waiting, having sensed the turmoil through Cerebro. "You understand the gravity of this request, Charles?" Johnny asked. Professor X nodded, though hesitation clouded his eyes. "The burden of the spirit of vengeance is great, Johnny. But you're our best hope," Johnny urged. After a tense moment, Professor X agreed. The ritual was performed, and the transformation was nothing short of epic. Flames enveloped Professor X, merging his immense psychic powers with the fury of Ghost Rider. Now, as Ghost Rider, Professor X donned the Cerebro helmet. Channeling the pen and stare through Cerebro, he reached out with his mind, locating every demon-possessed duplicate. An intense wave of psychic energy surged, the pen and stare amplified to a global scale. One by one, the demons were purged, sent screaming back to hell. In his infernal realm, Mephisto seethed with rage as his plan was thwarted. The loss of his demonic legion was a bitter blow. Back on Earth, Clara, now fully healed, embraced James, who was free of the demon but forever marked by the ordeal. The world was safe once more, thanks to the unlikely alliance of mutants and the supernatural. As Johnny Blaze and Professor X parted ways, they knew the battle against darkness was far from over, but for now, there was a hard-won peace. Well, what do you guys think of this story? Do you want more? Let me know in the comments.